Am I ashamed? No. Am I astonished by my own capacity for insanity? Possibly. So my name is Janae. Welcome, current and future best friends, to my channel, the Donnie Mills channel, where we talk about reading and writing. And Donnie Mills is my kind of author name. Not that no one will know, everybody will know that my name is Janae, but just like, I feel like Janae on the cover of books doesn't look as cute. Like, I like my name. I like my name for singing, but for something about it being an author name doesn't vibe for me. Let's check the drip. Let's check the nails. They match the hair. And let's check Naruto. And then, did I do my eyebrows today? No, because that's a beauty standard I decided not to subscribe to today. Okay? So it's a book haul. It's a book haul. And yes, I know, you've heard, you remember. I said, well, I have to read all of these books. At least 2.5. You can't see the half. But I said I'd read at least 2.5 shelves. I broke my book buying ban. Not even broke it. I disbanded it. I said, we're not doing the book buying ban anymore. This is why. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, etc. books. That's one shelf. That's 16 books. And I've read 4 books a month this year so far. That's not happening. That's not happening for a long fucking time. Yeah. Okay, so I decided, we're not doing this. Cut it out. Hey, cut it out. Okay. So I decided to limit myself in a certain way. Just limit myself across the board. So I signed up for a bunch of book boxes. Right now I'm off the wait list for Illumicrate and Satisfaction. Ooh. And I think I'm gonna be receiving Rainbow After Dark. And then I'm still on the waiting list for Rainbow Crate and Fairy Loot. Do you want to be party to the exclusive sales in case they do one of my favorite books? The Locked Tomb, when Electo comes out. These are my internal machinations, okay? From book boxes alone, at some point I will probably be receiving about 10 books a month. And so I decided I am not going to buy more than 10 books a month, which really means this is my last month to go crazy, okay? So really, I'll be reading physical TBR and library, and that's it. And that's all a girl really needs. A couple of book boxes to get you the new blood in pretty special editions. That's all a girl needs. My book boxes haven't come in yet. Okay, they haven't come in, so I might have gone a little overboard. Okay, I might have just stepped off the plank. You know what I might have just went wobble, and whoo, jumped. Okay, let's look at what I bought. The first thing I did was I needed to get the physical versions. I needed to get physical annotation copies, not special edition copies that are meant to only be looked at and blown kisses at, but annotation copies that are meant to be wrecked of my favorite series. And those series so far, I already have the Queen's Thief and the Lunar Chronicles, mostly, except for the reissues of the Lunar Chronicles and the reissues of the Queen's Thief. At least the Lunar Chronicles did me the courtesy of finishing the run with one edition before they reissued all of them. Queen's Thief series, Megan Welland Turner, whoever the fuck publishes you, why did you, at book 5, change the whole son of a bitch? That means my first collection, my 4 book, they'll never have an ending. Why did you do that to me, Janae? You did that to me personally. Very upsetting. Extremely upsetting. It's not the point. Whatever. Fine. I need to drink some water. Drink water, kids. It's good for you. First books I needed to get: the Broken Earth trilogy, the 5th season, the Obelisk Gate, the Broken Sky. Now, have I finished the Broken Sky on the library? No. I'm currently making a video about clearing out my Libby, which has turned into just a regular reading vlog as I grab more and more books and add them to my Libby. That's no one's business. The point is, I've had the Broken Sky in my Libby for like a month now and haven't finished it, even though I know it's going to be delectable and amazing, and maybe it's into the series syndrome. I don't know. All I know is I had to buy them. So, the 5th season, because I already lent it to an acquaintance who likes books but mostly reads thrillers, and I was like, do you like sci-fi? And they were like, no. And I was like, try this. like sci-fi today. First of all, check out my bookish swag. This says, first of all, look at the design. It says, meet me at the bookstore. Shop indie, shop local. You're telling me you don't want to be spotted with this in the mall? You're telling me you don't want to go on your grocery shopping and be like, I like books. I'm standing on a treadmill, so this is like less ridiculous than it looks. Anyway, this was from my local indie bookstore, Phoenix Books. Oh, my new rules. Yeah, my new rules were earlier. My new rules is that I can only buy 10 books a month, and I can only buy 2 books at a time. If I'm going to the bookstore, 2 books at a time. Did I break that rule? Yes. It's not anybody's business. Did I break both rules? Probably yes. Nobody's business, okay? At Phoenix Books, I got the Obelisk Gate. Ooh, look at her. This is my annotation copy that I'm gonna read every year, probably. I like to do my rereads like the end of the year, like December. Ooh, baby, it's time to hunker down with my favorites. The Stone Sky, not the Broken Sky, my bad. Look at her. Ooh, yeah, that's that good book smell. Winner of the Hugo and Nebula Awards 2018, baby. So I've got my full set of Orbit. It's Orbit's is an in-case publisher. Orbit Stone Sky books, my annotation copies. Then I discovered a rare breed. This book, a while ago, I was like, wow, this is incredible. It's leather. Well, at least faux leather. Leather. And sprayed edges. That's all I want. Like a flexible leather cover and sprayed edges. Usually you get one or the other. I don't know why it took me so long to realize, but I realized this is a series. Barnes & Noble's has a flexi-bound series, and they could have just stopped with the leather covers because that already had me. But then they said, oh, they're going to have sprayed edges too. Oh, beautiful. What a bunch of darling little men they are. So I got me a stack. Okay, so I didn't have that one back there's Great Expectations. I got these 2 in one Barnes & Noble strip, 2 at a time. Thank you very much. I don't know why I'm so aggressive. I'm sorry. You're my current and future best friends. I don't know why I'm treating you like this. I'm sorry. I got Pride and Prejudice. Look at her. Look at her. I hate when bitches do front, side, this. And I'm like, show me the sprayed edges. Here you go. Here she is. Ooh, look at her. Ooh, I haven't read Pride and Prejudice in years. Since I was a child, I haven't read Pride and Prejudice, but I know she slaps. Now I'm going to have to get this little button off of her. We know you're a Barnes & Noble exclusive, girl. You don't have to do that. Like, what? Hey, here's my question. Why can't y'all put that on the back? Put them dumb little stickers on the back. If you gotta have them dumbass little stickers, put them on the back, put them on the side. Something, anything. Then I got Emma. Because I haven't had this one. I haven't read this one. I saw the Gwyneth Paltrow movie back when Gwyneth Paltrow was somebody I could respect. Okay? Look at that gold. Ooh, this one's my favorite. It's so pretty. Because it's like the roses are like carved in. Like they have texture. Ooh, beautiful. And they've got ribbons, by the way. The flexi bound. These are basically the perfect special editions. And if every special edition came like this, I would not be upset. Illumicrate, Fairy Loot, Rainbow Crate, Satisfaction. Do you hear me? Barnes & Nobles, get some black classics in there. Some Toni Morrison, some Alice Walker, some Octavia Butler, some Ken Jemisin. Give me some with a quickness. Thank you. They do have Frederick Douglass. I am going to get that. Right here, I have 2 Jane Austen classics in these frankly detestable little plain boring versions. Like literally, it's got deckled edges, which controversy coming in. I like a deckled edge. I think it looks distinguished. Now, you might think, wow, these pages is crusty and old. No, girl, I just painted them. I painted them and it didn't turn out well. That's the problem. I might keep this because this is a good annotation copy. This is Persuasion, so if I really like Persuasion, I might keep this as an annotation copy. But anyway, Persuasion and Wuthering Heights, and I was like, I could do better. I could get me a flexi-bound version of that, but unfortunately the flexi-bound version of Wuthering Heights is ugly. Ugh. It's the colors. They picked like olive green and like dark purple that doesn't have that juicy richness to it. So it just looks like you piled green olives. It looks like a salad with green olives and grapes. And while I've never been a green olive fan, I'm sure that they're beautiful, but I don't think you eat them with grapes. Prove me wrong, I guess. Flat out. Ooh, Persuasion. I got Persuasion, the good version. More of these carved flowers, more of this foil, sprayed edges, pink, and then a little ribbon, little spine. She's beautiful. When I say she's beautiful. A little break in the flexi bounds is because the Wuthering Heights, I couldn't find it, then I looked it up online and it was ugly. So I decided to go ahead and get one of the gold gilded kind of raised cover versions of Wuthering Heights. I better like Wuthering Heights at this rate, to be honest. But she's so beautiful. So I believe I believe in you and me. If you're new here, one thing I'm gonna do is sing. So the end of the flexi bounds, Picture of Dorian Gray. Never read her. This is similar to what Wuthering Heights was up to. But Wuthering Heights, I'm fine with the main color being purple and the sides being a little bright fresh green like that. But it was like the main color was olive green. Not a nice bright green like this, but like an olivey green. And then purple. I just think it's ugly, personally. Also from Barnes & Nobles, I just picked up some things with nice edges that I think are really pretty. If We Were Villains, I've been hearing good things about this on the booktubes. And maybe Book Talk too. And look at this gorgeous little stars. And look at these beautiful edges. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love her. She's gorgeous.
You're recording a little book video?
Yeah, a little book video, just talking about books. Book.
Have fun, be safe, wear a condom.
Okay. Then we have the exclusive Barnes & Noble book club edition of The Daughters of Madura by Rosjari Variar. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, baby. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, I'm uneducated. Got these beautiful edges. Look at this inside. Look at this cute little pendant. Does it have anything? No, it doesn't have anything on the cover. It's disgusting. Put foil covers on things, or so help me. This is also the Barnes & Noble's exclusive edition of Dance of Thieves. And I love thieves. I love a literary thief. So that sounds interesting. It's got a little ribbon, and it's got gilded edges. I'm sorry, I'm knocking this mic around. Hold on. I'm gonna have to edit out so many of me going, you know? But, ooh, look at her. Look at her. Get out of there. Look at that. Ooh. Oh, and look at that. Now tell me why you couldn't put that on the cover. That's a bit expensive. Shut up. Shut up. Do it. Then I got the book the girls have been screaming about, crying about in the streets, dying, falling all over themselves. Her. She. The fact that they standardized publication of this book. And is it a debut? I feel like it's a debut. If it's not a debut, I've never heard of this author before. So for the fact that an author I've never heard of before was able to put out the standard edition of this book has sprayed edges, that means it's possible. That means I don't want to... I get it. You're a serious little literary book, you don't want sprayed edges, fine. But fantasy? All fantasy needs sprayed edges, maps, hardcover, foil covers, okay? And somehow still, you could do flexible leather, either flexible leather, or if they're going to be hard, if they're going to be the hard covers, they need to be foiled. And if they're the flexible leather, those need to be foiled too. I am making the rules. These are my rules. Get with it. Ooh. Look at her. Little dragon on the side. Could be a foil cover, but fine. Technically, books aren't good for the environment, right? But they're good for human intellect. So we continue making them. I feel like everything about the world should be as environmentally friendly as humanly possible. But there are some things that are sacred, right? Like physical books that are really beautiful and good. Everyone on earth deserves a book stipend. Obviously also food and medical. But there should be a stipend just for books too. That was my Barnes & Noble's trip. Oh my God. Get out of here, you scamp. So from the same place as this, Phoenix Books, comes Have I read The Lord of the Rings? No. But apparently this is illustrated. It's illustrated by the author. And if before you ask, we got a cute ass little edition of The Hobbit. This was at the indie bookstore. And I got me a thick ass annotation copy because I know I'm gonna fuck with it. I already know because it's fantasy and it's classic. Those are my, that's heavy world building. People tell me that there are several pages describing trees. That's what I'm about. Okay, so I got my annotation copy and now I've got my special edition for my future obsession. Then we come to the illustrious Bear Pond books. Why did I wear a sweater to film a video in the summer? Answer, because my fan was on earlier when I had the sweater on, making the sweater perfectly manageable. Anyway, this is where I got this little cup. It says Bear Pond Books. Go away, I'm reading. Boom. That's from Bear Pond Books, so you know you can trust them. They got good stuff. I also got this bag. Popped a nail. Mid-recording, too. I got this bag. Look at her. The first two things I got. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. See, Nona. Just read Nona. That's in my other reading vlog. That's my shit.
That would be my shit.
So these are my new annotation copies of the first two books in the Locked Tomb series, and I do plan on getting my hands on the special editions of these, maybe even getting a tattoo of one of the skulls at some point. Special editions are of course being resold for being resold for prices at which I might as well print my own edges and bind my own books. You feel me? See, this is my problem, is I don't have room for the books, and that's an issue. And I got All About Love by Bell Hooks. I've heard that this book is really good and has some really good thoughts in it, and I want to learn. Where did my nail go? There it went. Let's sing a song for her. She's long gone. And finally, I decided I have a lot of mushroom things. I bought mushroom press-on nails. I'm about to special order more mushroom press-on nails. I have a mushroom bag. It's over there. I'm not getting it. Have my little mushroom septum piercing. I decided I'm not going to let this be in vain. It's not going to just be an aesthetic. It's going to be a lifestyle. So I got, bam! This is a book for people who love mushrooms by Meg Madden. The Little Book of Mushrooms by Alex Dorr. Illustrated by Sarah Richard. Now let's take a look, shall we? You feel me? And then it smells so good. Like, not to be a weirdo, but it smells incredible. I think that's just classic book nerdistry, honestly. Here comes the part where I try to stack all of these up like the fool that this is a bad idea. Here. Mama ain't raised no quitter. What do they put in books that makes me so weird about them? That's what I want to know. Ugh, just words, I guess. Okay. Well, thank you for taking a moment with me. I hope you have a wonderful everything. I don't remember the rest of my outro. I love you. Bye.